Yo, good morning. Welcome to Tea with Unjacked. It's me. It's Unjacked. I'm ready to go. I'm actually ready to go this morning. I stopped by Guy's stream and I ended up getting really baked during Guy's stream and here we are. I was just enjoying myself. So, Mashi, good morning. Gary, good morning. Ace, nice to have you. Gremlin, hello. Eros is here. Hi, everybody. Good morning. Oh, hold on. Did I miss anything? You're the one who said... Oh, no. He's ready to throw it. Yeah, Gremlin, I'm there. I'm super there. For now on, I think if Guys is streaming before I stream, before I do the podcast, Shower Time's here too. What's up, dude? I'm going to stop over there from now on. I actually get warmed up in his chat a little bit, and I was having fun with Shadow. Anyway, good times, of course. Guys was asking, let's start out with this, because Guys asked me, hey, do you do any sports? When I got into his chat there, he was talking about him playing soccer, football. And so actually, as a kid, I was super athletic as a kid. A lot of people don't realize that because mostly I'm bald, and I guess bald guys aren't athletic or something like that. And but like as a kid, you guys ever do like fun run at your school? So like we had this thing called fun runs, and every week all the grades would line up and we would race like a couple miles. And I always got like first, second, or third place. So I did fun run for years, which is like basically like your knockoff. Yeah, it's basically your knockoff cross country or whatever. So I was a runner as a kid, and I got invited to like meets and all kinds of things. It was pretty crazy. Anyway, I then went on, freshman year of high school, I was going to do cross country, but then I decided I didn't want to. Instead, I played basketball. I think it was freshman or sophomore year. I think it was freshman year I played basketball. I did point guard and right wing as well. And then I was on the soccer team for like a few years. I ended up playing soccer, and then later on in life, I played on the Albuquerque men's team for soccer. So even at like 32, 33 years old, I was still playing amateur soccer. Yeah, I love it. I'm either striker or right wing. I love either one of those positions. I'm good. It's swimming, because I love swimming too. Swimming is awesome. You don't like the sweat? Yeah, it is nice about being in water. It just goes. But I love to go swimming. I'm really good at swimming. I never like competed or anything. But I don't know, like mine, basketball, tennis, soccer. I did play baseball a little bit when I was growing up. I didn't really like baseball. It was too slow for me, and I don't like American football. So yeah, but that's me. And I worked out as a teenager. I was always like hitting the weights and stuff like that. So I was constantly working out, and I would go for a 5-mile run almost every single night. I love that stuff. The only difference is I can't really do as much running as I'd like. My knees are like shot from the years of running and stuff like that. So I can't really do it anymore. But I do try to go on walks. I try to still push myself a little bit because, getting older kind of sucks. And if you don't take care of yourself, man, damn, Mashi, that's a lot. That's a lot of stuff, dude. You sure you don't want me to craft that for you? Dude, I got all kinds of hoarder crafting stations. Pretty good. I got most of my cutting done this morning, so I'm making good progress. Oh, nice. Very nice. How long? Okay, so for everybody that doesn't know, Eros, she does a lot of sewing, and she's making a dress right now. How long, Eros, does it take you from like conception to final, like, hey, try this on? How long does that normally take you? Or do you take your time? Do you, like, the bow is done? No, anything else you'd like me to mess up? If you have any big crafts that you need messed up, let me know, man. I can definitely help out. Anyway, this morning, I got warmed up in guys' chat. I was having a little bit of fun. They had mentioned that we should start a streamer sports team, and I threw it out there. I was like, you know what, we could be the Jackers, but it didn't go over too well. I think it went over like a fart in church. Let's see. Besides competitive swimming, I was in dance classes. Took 4 years of ballet. Hey, nice. Are your feet all beat up? I bet you they are. Man, I saw a picture of a professional ballet dancer's feet. It was on Reddit the other day. Oh man, that looks so rough. It almost looked like her feet had been through like the most egregious domestic violence case that you've seen. It looked awful. Mr. Caliber, good morning. Welcome. Lurkin, I like that. Yo, what's up, Clouds? Nice to see you guys. We're in the 2-hour podcast here before we go off to have some fun and marbles. If I pay attention and do focus, which is maybe a couple days, that's not bad at all. That is actually not very bad. I would have thought at least a week, but that's not. That's a lot less than I thought it would be. Oh, so that's why they called it Jackers. I'd like why they called their team. Yeah. I named the guild the Jackers a long time ago. And so I'm down with donating the name to any team that we can put together. Look, what would you say if everybody came out in uniform Jackers, 9 guys on the field ready to play some soccer? Let's go. I got old man knees. I have to fit. Oh yeah. I actually got a shot in my knee once, and it was the worst thing. Like, as bad as that just sounded to hear me say, like, oh, wow, a needle in his kneecap. It's as bad as it sounds, and then some. I had a big doctor. He had to hold me down. My wife was holding my shoulders down. He had my leg in, like, some kind of, like, lock or whatever. And then he hit it. I could barely walk on that knee for, like, 2 days after he hit it. Oh my God, it was awful. So bad. My feet are fine. I just didn't do... Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's gotta be bad. Oof, yeah, ballet feet are not attractive. Trust me. If you have a foot fetish, stay away from those ones. Oof, those are rough. Got a metal plate in one knee and too much fluid in my... Ooh, yeah, that's bad. That is super bad. Ew, feet. I know. I do not have a foot fetish, thankfully. I'm so thankful that I didn't show up to this planet with, like, with a foot fetish. That has to be one of the worst fetishes. I don't want to turn this into that kind of stream, but I'm just saying, like, there's a lot of weird fetishes out there. Have you guys ever noticed that? There's a lot of them. I won't go into them, but yeah, feet are definitely not one of them. Oh, so rough. I have been playing a lot of Path of Exile lately. I have been trying to do my business and trying to be better at like getting it, but it just seems it's so hard. It's so hard for me to focus. So I'm trying to work on that. What else am I working on lately? I've been working on the studio. Yesterday, I finally cleaned out the last big parts of the studio and everything. Oh man. Oh no, let me see. Yeah, my neighbor needs me. Hi Shadow, how are you? Good morning. I saw the worst fetish this year. Oh no, I don't even know if I want to ask this. I don't even know if I want to ask. Hey, what's up, Jock? Nice to see you too. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. This is our community podcast. I've realized it is not like a news show or anything like that. This is a very different podcast. This is a live/recorded podcast I put up on YouTube. And we just have a talk. As a community, we have a conversation for a couple hours. And I don't know how long this goes for. I don't know how well this podcast goes, in perpetual. nature, but I'm going to make the most of it. I hope that it sticks. I actually enjoy doing this. This is one of my favorite activities to do on Twitch right here. Like if I could do this 5 days a week, 5 hours a day, I would do that. I would host my own morning radio show or something like that. I don't even know what to do. Let's talk about that for a second. So I actually don't know what to tell people that I do, because I've realized everybody I know does not know what Twitch is. And when I say, oh, Amazon bought them a few years ago for a couple $2 billion, everybody's like, oh, really? Now they want to know more. Now that it's $1 billion company, they're like, hey, educate me. So I don't technically have a TV show. I call this a podcast because it's the closest thing I got. I can tell them I'm a content creator, but that is so broad that I don't feel like it does it justice. I'm not sure what to tell people. I wonder what other streamers tell people. Like, yeah, I just make YouTube videos or something like that. Big Bald Man, good morning. How are you? Oh, yeah, big time, dude. Big time. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't matter, right? Maybe I don't need a label at all. I was just thinking about the other day. I was trying to describe what I did to a friend of mine. And we're the same age. You're a streamer, but nobody knows what that word means. I swear I did not realize. So I always have to tell them, like, you know how like YouTube has a live function? And they're like, yeah, I do. Well, I do that on another website. Oh, yeah, dude. Trust me, jawline, bam. Dude, I don't know how I'm not on soap operas. I'll be honest. Why haven't they called for me? Is it because I don't have an agent? Oh, I got to work on that. I so need to work on that. I wonder. I know that there are Twitch personalities. I'm joking about the agent, but if you think about it, there are agents for Twitch streamers. A lot of this is so new to the human, psyche. Streaming, agents for streamers. 10, 15 years ago, being a big YouTuber was not like something you aspired to as a kid. Now with like PewDiePie and all that, yo, shower time. Thanks for the bits, man. Everybody wants to be like a YouTuber or a streamer or something like that. It's because of the porn. Oh yeah, dude, they wear you out too. I'm not intimidated, never. Got him. But yeah, it's nice. It's just nice to have. Well, it's nice to have something to do. But second of all, I just got to figure out, how do you teach people? Like, I don't know how to tell people. That's all. That's my point. Anyhow, yeah. I can't believe it's been like 7 months now. Do you guys realize it's almost September 1st? Pretty soon it's going to be snowing here. It's going to be wintertime. I don't know how it is for wherever you live, but where I live, some winters we can get 3 feet of snow. That's 1 meter of snow. In one go. And then, like, last winter, it wasn't that bad. You should send them a link. Yeah, I'll definitely be sending a link. I'll get those out to everybody. You don't want those links. Trust me, you don't want those. But yeah, before I know it, summer has come and gone, and it's pretty crazy. Tell him you're a big-time streamer who slays, and I cannot stress enough, slays. Yeah, I try to explain to people, even regardless of the streaming aspect of that sentence, that I do that regardless. Streaming actually is not necessarily connected to the slang. They are mutually exclusive, sir. Oh, man. Handsome fella. He's talking about Johnny Sins, by the way. He's talking about him. He is a handsome fella. He does slay. Unbelievable. I can't believe I am... I still come so unprepared for these podcasts that I don't mean to, just so you guys know. I absolutely do not mean to come unprepared. But yet, here we are again. He's a man of many talents. Can you shout out my friend? No, this isn't really a shout out place. But hey, thanks for asking though. And welcome to the stream, the Peach Devils. Nice to have you. Anyway, today, just so everybody's aware, this is how it works. You know, how this works is we do the podcast, we do 10-minute break, and then we come back and we do Marbles live. So if anybody would like to, come hang out and play Marbles later, you're very welcome to. Yeah, I mean, sometimes, they come in hot, a little hot in the paint, and, I got to help them out a little bit. Don't worry, it's a minor one. It's a minor one. It's, man, yeah. Twitch is like a wild, wild west. Let's talk about that too, right? It's the one thing that you have to moderate in real time. Like everything else, Facebook, YouTube, everything that comes at you, you can pretty much like, do you want this? No, but here you got to see the product before you can manage the product. Like everybody, like if you comment on my YouTube channel and it's bad or whatever, they'll flag it. And then I can look at it first before it goes out to the world. I mean, that wasn't that egregious. That's why he only got 10 minutes. But this is the podcast. This is an opportunity for you to have a conversation with me. Before I ever, if it ever happens, before I ever get like too big and there's like 10,000 people in the chat, like this is the time that we can actually have some real conversations. I kind of like being this size of a streamer because it's still small enough to where you can manage it. I was reading r/Twitch yesterday, and they were commenting how people like Moon can have 20,000 people in his chat and still pretty much read it and engage with the community. I have not seen this, but I am going to start looking for it. I want to go and see Moon's chat. I want to go see his stream. I have no idea who he is or what he streams or anything like that, but I need to see how the big dogs do it. Because sometimes this chat can get a little crazy too. When we get in the neighborhood of like 30 people in the chat at the same time, it can get pretty rough. As I'm done with Pee-wee for the day, make your mirror standing on out project. Oh no, we gotta get Mashi some more projects. But yeah, I just don't know how those guys do it. I think it would have to be like a very trained eye. So I guess depending on how long Moon's been streaming. So this is one thing. I'm going to give you guys some like inside like information. So I'm looking at the screen right now. I have the camera here and I have my chat right here. So literally right above. I have trained myself to be able to identify the colors as different chatters. I have trained myself on the icons, like, bit donations, sub badges, how long you've been, sub for, VIP. Like everything is kind of like embedded into my brain. So I suppose if you do this for like a year or two, I've been doing it for 7 months, and I would say that I'm decent at it. I still miss some kind, like some messages do get by, but for the most part, not much does. For the most part, I'm kind of on it, and my chat doesn't move that fast, so I'm not trying to compare me against Moon. I'm trying to think when Moon started. At one point he was my size, logically, as a streamer, audience size, and I would like to think that that he was like me, and he was reading a chat just like this, and then he just gradually got better and better and better. Let's see. You want to see? Oh man, yeah. Projects. Path of Exile. He's working on new items to make in Path of Exile. I don't know what the equivalent to like Minecraft would be. I know people are, man, this week has been brutal for Minecraft. Minecraft request. People are asking me to play Minecraft, and I don't know, man, I just don't know how to deal with it. By the way, this morning's tea is Constant Comment from Bigelow Tea Farms. It's a very nice, it's got a little bit of an orange zest to it, and I love it. It's one of my favorites. Oh, man. You should play instead of Minecraft. Well, the thing is, like, I don't really have the time. This is something that I have to figure out and how to deal with. So, I'm a busy guy. You guys are aware of this. I play 5 hours of games or I podcast or whatever. I have a 5-hour block that I do this every day. And then if I have free time and I don't want to do my responsibilities at night, I play Path of Exile. But I don't have like a lot of time outside of that to get good at a game. And so that's why, like, when people come into the stream, they're like, hey, Unjacked, you should play XYZ. And I'm like, oof, I wish I could, man. I barely got enough time for me. Never mind that game. So Minecraft's one of those things, like, I understand that I could be a bigger streamer if I streamed in Minecraft. I understand the upsides of it. I already own it. I have played it on stream. I understand all of that. But I said it yesterday when we were playing Bloons. Like, I can't play a game that I'm not into. I struggle with that. Like, I really struggle being phony. Like, you can read me like a book. If I'm not enjoying something, you're like, oh, this guy is miserable. I almost want to pick up Arc Mobile again just because they increase raft building space. See, like, everybody's got, like, their one game. Like, if I'm playing mobile, this is going to be so bad. I either want to play Candy Crush or I want to play Pocket Trains. I like Pocket Trains if it's on, like, a tablet. Like, the 7-inch tablet is the best, the absolute, like, best technology ever. 7 inches is just right. Oh, man. Deep hole that sucks in many hours? Yeah, unfortunately, Path of Exile is that for me. If I bring up Path of Exile, I will just get lost in it. Last night I played 5 hours straight last night of Path of Exile. It was so bad. I should have been doing my work, and I did not. That shows why the movie scenes are so good at what you do. Oh, yeah, trust me. Cinematic is my area, dude. Hey, I think just being able to play a game and have time is pretty cool in itself. And I'm lucky enough where I don't have like a job to wake up to, so I have more of my day to enjoy. It's kind of crazy. Working from home is the go. Does anybody work from home, by the way? I don't know if I have anybody. You don't have to share it if you don't want. But I have no idea if you guys work from home or not. I do. I sell things online. I sell things on eBay and Amazon, my own website. So I run a little company. It's just something I enjoy doing. And plus, I love consulting with other companies and help them become better. I want to work from home. So there's a trade-off. Here in the U.S., there's a trade-off. If I was anywhere else in the world, I don't think that this would be a big deal. But healthcare is tied to your employment here in the U.S. And as a small company, my company doesn't make enough money to offer healthcare for my employees. It just is what it is. Thankfully, I'm retired from the military, so I have healthcare for the rest of my life. But had I not done that, I would have zero health insurance. And that's the only part that scares me about a home business, is making sure in the U.S. that you have health covered. Now, like I said, if you're anywhere else in the world, this is not a thing. Your health care is just something that the government provides you. But not here. not here. If you want to work and have health insurance, man, good luck. Most jobs won't even offer it. And if they do offer it, you have to pay it out of your paycheck. It's pretty crazy. Actually, cute girl. Hey, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. But working from home is a joy that it's hard to explain. And there's a lot of things you can do from home. You can, anything that's IT related for the most part. If you want to retail, I think COVID changes the landscape around the world of shopping. Without a doubt, it changes it. Like, I'm going to say after this is all done, everybody's vaccinated. People will still want to go out, and there's no big deal. It's just, I think that it's more convenient, and I think people realize that. I've seen more Amazon trucks in my neighborhood, or FedEx, or UPS, than I have ever before. My neighbors are primarily shopping online. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Hope you're well. And I think it's pretty cool, too. I mean, like, I built a home studio right here just so I could do this. And I only had to do it once. Like, I have the studio for forever. I know you guys can't see it because I have the green screen behind me. But, like, I painted the studio. I'm getting furniture for it. The desk. Everything. Like, if you saw my battle station right now, you'd be like, oh, okay. He streams. Like, it's pretty crazy. But in the same breath, it's not always that easy for everybody to work from home. Like, one thing that I have struggled with just slightly, I think we're good now, but, like, all the kids are home too. Usually during the day, the missus is at work, the kids are at school or work, and I literally have this entire house to myself. And then when the pandemic happened, everybody's home. So, you guys, I'm sure, have seen me to the side where I'm like, hey, have a good day. Or like, yeah, hold on. And I mute the mic and I go do my thing. It's just one of those things, like, you're going to have a few more distractions than you would at the office. But if you know how to manage those, it's not so bad. So you got to get a comfy chair to work. Yeah, I bought this one right here. I wanted something that was easy to clean. And it's got those rollerblade wheels. Oh, man. What a game changer that is. To not hear your chair roll across a hardwood floor. You guys know that sound. When I said that, you heard that in your head. I'm sure you did. But like this chair right here, I mean, it has, like, which one can I show you? This one? No, you can't even see that. All right, let me see. Like, it has the armrest that actually like turn, all that stuff. And I bought a mesh one. That's loud. I bought a mesh one because easy to clean. I figure, this is the most comfortable chair I've ever owned. I paid $300 for it. I bought it like 4 months ago, and best purchase I've made. I sit in here all day long, and it feels great. Actually, I have to do some online shopping today as well. See, there you go. Everybody does online shopping. And no, it's not. It's like a Douse something. I'd have to look at it. But yeah, no, it does look like one of those, but it's not. But it is so comfortable. It was $300, and it still had like its individual lumbar support. And I thought, like, there's no chair in the entire world that I sit at more than this chair. I probably sit in this chair in the upwards of 8 to 10 hours a day, 7 days a week. Because I build websites, I do all things. I would tell you that if you sit in a chair longer than like an hour a day, you should spend good money on it, because this chair has reduced my back pain and my neck pain substantially. And it's good for like 10 years. So make that move if you haven't. I got the IKEA Marcus second hand. I can't justify paying that much for a chair. No, I understand. I completely understand. I actually almost bought the $750 chair. Almost. But then I read the reviews for this guy, and I was like, you know what? For $300, what's the worst that could happen? I don't really like it, and I give it to somebody? Or what? And it turns out I want to buy like 4 more of these chairs. They're amazing. But I agree. I've seen the chairs that cost $1,500, $2,000 and up. And I can't justify that either. To me, that's absolutely silly. So I agree with you. But at the same time, if you're going to be sitting in it all day, You should be comfortable. You should be really comfortable. Oh man, this tea's going down quick today. So yeah, take care of yourself. I did. That's why I built the studio, because I wanted something a little bit more comfortable. So like I have like all the poles on my desk that hold the camera gear, all the wires that go everywhere. You know, streaming is good during the pandemic, but I'm afraid that the pandemic is over in that regard. Not over as in everybody's been vaccinated. You get one of those reclining retirement chairs for $300. They look comfy. Are you talking about the ones you stick in your living room? The Lazy Boys? Those are comfy. I have one. It's an old one. I bought it like 23 years ago. Let's see. Unjacked, can you talk about eBay versus Amazon? Yes, actually I can. That's my bread and butter right there. I primarily buy on Amazon, but I wanted to look on eBay. What are the pros and cons? Okay, so from a buyer's point of view or from a seller's point of view? I'm assuming from a buyer's point of view. I'll explain the difference as much as I can. How about this? So the difference between Amazon and eBay, I've taken our company off of Amazon since April. Amazon sucks to deal with as a seller. They are such Amazon's overpriced. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's so many products out there. I'll explain how it works and how all of that. Yeah, my grandfather used to always have those chairs, dude. I mean, he would spend like $1,000 on his chair. Holy crap. That dude had the most comfortable chair in the house. He called it the captain's chair. So let me just explain as a seller how this works. eBay does not sell anything. It doesn't have warehouses. It doesn't have eBay Prime. It doesn't have 2-day shipping. It doesn't have any of that. eBay is a platform that people can sell used, rare, new, all kinds of like conditioned stuff. For me, I'm a new product seller on eBay, and eBay doesn't require a lot of hoops to jump through to get on. eBay is the easiest platform to sell on as a third party. Amazon took me like 2 or 3 months to actually get my seller account. And they are a nightmare to deal with. When COVID started, so for those that don't know, I sell filter bags. All right. I sell filter bags. So this is the word filter is slightly medical. So they suspended my account, my business account in April. And they said that I'm making false medical claims about my product. So I emailed them and I said, I don't know what you mean. I don't sell a medical product. You don't do anything with my product. There's nothing. And anyway, they wouldn't answer my question. They would not tell me why I was suspended. They wouldn't tell me anything. By the time that they explained that they needed the MSDS to prove that my product is safe, it had been like 30 days. So if your product hasn't been listed in 30 days, they delete it. You know how it took me weeks to develop my product pages and everything else. And so I ended up not listing on Amazon. So my products are not available on Amazon. They're only available on eBay. So that's one point. There are products on eBay that you cannot buy on Amazon. I would argue I never shop on eBay. I only shop on Amazon. And it's tricky because you're dealing with eBay, you're dealing with third-party people. You're dealing with people like me, right? And there's no guarantee that your product's going to get shipped fast. And then if you have an issue, you're not dealing with eBay necessarily. You're trying to deal with the seller themselves. Whereas on Amazon, you're really dealing with Amazon as customer service. So customer service is one. I like to pay for customer service. And eBay will help you if you have a problem, but you have to prove certain steps to get help between eBay and PayPal. Where Amazon, you just call Amazon and you tell them that you're not happy and they just refund your money. They just take the loss. Amazon probably has the better search engine, but the other issue is, and this is on both sites, a lot of it is going to be like one sourced. Like it all comes from one place. It all comes from China. So whether you buy it from Amazon or eBay, tomato, one you're probably, I mean you're protected at both. I've bought things off of eBay and I've had zero issues with it. I've been on eBay since 2001. I've had no problems. And this is as a buyer and a seller. So the things I buy on eBay are going to be like used computer gear, used server gear, that kind of stuff. Things I buy on Amazon are going to be, things like this. These, you can't, hold on. You can't see this, but these are like camera screw mounts and stuff like that, right? So it's these parts. I could buy them on eBay, but I wouldn't want to because I need these in 2 days. I don't need these in 2 weeks. I need these to set up my camera, my mounting equipment, and all that. And so, yeah, I mean, while I agree that Amazon may be a little bit more costly, I think it comes with securities. I think it comes with, I just think it comes with so much more. Amazon forces, well, eBay does too, but Amazon basically strongly encourages sellers to ship immediately. eBay, you could casually say, I have a 5-day handling period. It's one of those things. Let's see, what's with the title? Dude, I'm fully baked. I went over to Guy's stream and I decided to smoke a joint while I was watching it. It was amazing. When I say Amazon is overpriced, it's not compared to eBay, but just other websites. No, I agree. But you also have to realize why. Another perfect example, and he brings up a great point. On eBay and Amazon, I pay a fee to them. They take roughly 20%, and in some cases, maybe a little bit more. They take 20% of my profit for payment, for the whatever fees that they have. So I charge approximately $2 to $3 more per item on those websites than I do on my website. So like I have some buyers that have realized that. So they always check out through my website. Even though my website is pure garbage, like I haven't put zero effort into it. They still go through my website to make those purchases. And it cuts eBay and it cuts Amazon fee out. So I don't have to pay as much, and neither do they. So the only thing I have to pay is like my Stripe for credit card processing. So I pay my Stripe fees, which are, maybe like 2%, 3%. It's nothing compared to what it's like. But at the same time, this year on my website, I've probably sold $500 worth of products. This year on eBay, I have sold, I think, $25,000 worth of product. Unfortunately, they have the traffic and I don't. So as a buyer, I'm leaning more towards Amazon. However, if Amazon didn't have the product that I needed, I wouldn't feel like in a bad position buying it on eBay. Just make sure that you read the description very, very well on eBay. Because like I said, eBay is not necessarily customer centric. They're not seller centric for sure, but they're not as customer. That's the other thing. If you shop on a third party website, they are beholden to no one. So if they mess up your order, or if you're not happy, there's like you can't kick them off of their website. But if you're not happy with a seller performance, you can call Amazon and those people will be kicked off of that platform. Don't go doing that unless they really deserve it. But I'm just saying, like, yeah, I guess as a buyer, I'd feel a lot more secure. I mean, I've spent probably $200 on eBay this year, but I've probably spent $5,000 on Amazon this year. So I guess numbers and facts should probably speak for themselves. I just buy through Amazon purely because, in my opinion, the website looks more professional. Well, it's just easier to get around. They get you to what you need the fastest. But I would say more than anything else, the biggest reason why I shop on Amazon versus eBay, reviews. eBay doesn't have listings that stay. Well, they do, like mine do, but the reviews just aren't there like they are on Amazon. So like when I look at a product, I read all the reviews first before I make the purchase. I can't do that on other websites. I can do it on Amazon though. Yeah. I bought a graphic card for, yeah. Yep. No, that's right, Mashi. But that's because of the fees that Amazon charges their sellers. And, those sellers, if you bought them direct, if you bought that direct on their website, you would not have to pay that extra. So it's just one of those things. You know what I mean? It's you need to realize that there is a cost to every transaction you make, whether that business is like paying for the credit card processing, paying for the rent, paying for the lights, paying for the shipping. Like there's a cost in doing business. Think about Amazon or Apple and Google. They charge 30% to be in their. They charge 30% to be in their directory. Any transaction that is made, in-app purchases, all that, 30%. That's why it is. I try to tell people like, please don't buy bits, don't buy. Don't make purchases through the app on your phone, because they charge 30% more because you're mobile instead of on the computer. A lot of people don't know that. That is actually 30% more expensive to do anything on mobile, for Twitch especially. But yeah, it's just the way it goes. There's a cost to doing business. So when you buy direct, if you can do that, but who's going to buy direct? Think about how many times you shop on Amazon. Are you going to take the time to go and research all those other sellers on Google? Are you going to no, you're going to log into Amazon, you're going to make the purchase, it'll be here tomorrow, not a big deal. It's as simple as that. Yo, King Puppy, welcome to this stream. Nice to see you. Yeah, I'm sipping tea, dude. Don't worry, I'm almost done. I'm almost on to the next glass of tea. How am I today? I'm great, man. Thanks for asking. How about you? I hope you're well. I'm enjoying a nice casual conversation with the community. It's pretty good. I use price compare, but I'm just saying that there's more to life than just price. Like I said, you need protection as a consumer. You need, I would like to get my item kind of fast. Joseph, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. There's a lot of things that you can do to make that transaction happen. I'm willing to pay extra to make sure I'm protected, that I know that a company like Amazon is going to make sure that I get everything that I need and everything. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things. You pay. I mean, listen, I shop on third parties when I can't find it on anything else. Yeah, especially car parts. Car parts is probably the biggest one here in the U.S. For the most part, like I have to go to like AutoZone or weird websites to get parts for my vehicles. I've actually made a lot of weird purchases on third party websites because they're not available on Amazon. They're not available on eBay. And then, so I guess last resort, you have to. Interesting question. Hey, I'm really glad you asked that, Euros. Yeah, there's a big difference between Amazon and eBay, though. I'm going to go back on Amazon this coming month. So this weekend, I'll be working on getting everything listed over there. And then hopefully, we'll be back good to go again. Still the same as on Amazon fast shipping, 14-day refund. Yeah, I mean, as long as but the difference is Amazon will hold their feet to the fire if you get a bad seller. Like there's a lot of bad sellers out there. I'm not one of them. I try, like, I'm in the top of eBay. Like, I'm doing very well as far as that goes. I hate buying car parts though, through third party. I bought the wrong car light and couldn't refund it. There you go. There you go. And that's why you shop on a place like Amazon. Matter of fact, Newegg is like that. A lot of people don't know this, but Newegg actually has terrible refund and all those policies. However, they are a major seller on eBay, and they have to conform to eBay's policies. So a lot of times if you buy from Newegg Direct, which I have, and it's been a nightmare, then you buy through them on eBay, and then their policies don't matter because they have to use eBay's policies. So you are protected. That's an interesting one too. I didn't know that until somebody had pointed that out in Build a PC sales on Reddit. They pointed that out. So yeah, car parts, a nightmare. Same with computer parts. Let's see, no problem. I was looking at Fox Farm fertilizer, and it was cheaper on eBay, so it made me think of the question. Generally, it's just because it's easier to get on eBay. I was on eBay and up and selling the same day. And like eBay has never questioned like the safety of my product, which I know could be concerning to some people, but you don't eat my product. It's a filter. And they've never harassed me. They've never deleted my listings. They've never done any of that to me. So I prefer eBay. It's where I have probably 99% of my business right now. And yeah, that's why. So it's going to be a little bit easier for other people like me to get onto eBay and sell things like that. That's what my point is. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make it all about me. I was just trying to use me as an example from my own experiences. I also make sure they have physical store in my country. Oh, that's nice. See, a lot of places do not have physical stores here. Not anymore. It's here in the U.S. is a lot different. I think we talked about this the other night too, Mashi, where everything in the U.S. is really spread far apart. So it takes time. Like for me to go to the store, I'd have to go get in my car and drive at least 20 minutes. No, well, that's not true. Well, to go to the city is 20 minutes on either side of my town. But we do have a little grocery store about 7 minutes away. That's the closest I can go and buy an apple or whatever. 7 minutes it would take me. Cost me 80 quid and nobody wants to buy it off of me. Oh, no. That's why they were happy to that you bought it from them. No, you answered perfect. All right, thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, if you guys have any other like specific questions for that, please all you gotta do is let me know anytime. But yeah, I selling is hard because one thing that I've always strived as a seller is shipping and customer service. Like I can't compete necessarily on price or location or a lot of other things, but I can be the fastest shipper. So I ship within 24 hours. If you buy something from me today, usually I would, if it was a lot, I'd run it same day shipping. But generally it goes out the next morning. So anything that sells today will go out tomorrow and all that. And you know what? Since I've actually instituted that policy, I haven't had one customer email me in the last 2 months. And the last email I got was the guy asking me for my recommendation on like what he should buy. And that was it. It's actually been really nice. Let's see. Any perspective? I can't type. No, that's all right. Yeah, no, it's all right. No, I just happen to have a lot of experience with those two platforms. I don't have much like experience with like Shopify and stuff like that. I don't necessarily think those are the places to be, but the internet's a big world. What can I say? Hey, let's switch glasses of tea. Look at this. I was smart this time. And before I started the podcast, I said, you know what? Instead of me only having one glass of tea for 2 hours, because that's a little tough on the vocal cords, I was like, I'm going to put in a spare glass of tea. Sure, it's one more spoon that I got to wash. It's one more glass I got to wash. But I have a dishwasher. So does it matter? I don't think so. This is my last my last bag of mint tea, also from Bigelow. All right, so what else we got to cover? Listen, I'm not going to talk about the Kenosha thing. I don't have enough. I thought about this earlier. I was going to make it a point to like bring it up like I did for Beirut. There's a lot of ugliness going on as far as that goes. I want a little bit more information before I discuss it with you guys. That's if we do discuss it. It's pretty much a hair trigger conversation right now, it seems. My Facebook really is cancerous right now with that. But unfortunately, I would like to wait before I have that discussion because there is a deeper discussion that goes with it. Higher tier thinking, as much as I possibly can. Yo, Icon, what's up, dude? Welcome to the stream. Nice to have you here, my friend. Yeah, it's this is a good time right here. We're almost halfway through. It's not bad. Oh man. So this week I got a pretty big sunburn. Can I talk to you guys about my beach trip? Sorry, I'm late, dude. You never have to be sorry for that. I went to the beach on Wednesday. I haven't been out of my house since like March. And my friend said, hey, I'd like to come up and have a socially distanced lunch outside on the beach. And I was like, let's do this. And so I drove 45 minutes. I met him out there. And it was so cool. And then I realized, wow, I actually miss people. I haven't had like that kind of interaction in months. I have this interaction right here, which is really cool. I enjoy this. This is super healthy for me. If I didn't have this, I wouldn't really have anybody to talk to. It would just be me either playing video games and all that. But, you know, it just is what it is. I like you, Cut G. Hey, man, thanks. I appreciate that. Listen, I just try to bring some realness to this. I had clam strips for the first time in like 10 years. You know how good that was? How was the food and what did you get? I remember you talked about yeah. So growing up, I grew up on the ocean, not on the ocean, but next to the ocean. So seafood was a pretty big thing for us. I don't like fish, though. It's the one thing I could never get into. So my friend said, let's go to a nice clam hut, whatever you want to call them. Anyway, so we went over to this place called like Petey's Seafood or something like that. And I got a fresh basket of fried clams and French fries and a cream soda. And it was so good. I realized like, oh, I missed this. Something I should probably do a little bit more often. So getting outside was pretty interesting. I thought the beach would be a little bit, I don't know if I really want to do that, but it is what it is. Anyway, I am very glad that I got out there to do that. Have you guys been traveling at all during this? Are you guys getting out there and taking care of yourself? Clam strips are the bomb. Yeah. The only thing I wish that you had was like a nice like hot dog roll. Like I stuffed them in there like when I was in school. So yeah. Oh man. It's like a speed run on how fast I can get. I mean, you can get banned as fast as you want, man. Or you can be cool and hang out. That's up to you, dude. I don't really enjoy banning people, but I mean, I banned somebody yesterday, I guess. I didn't want to. Felt bad. I hate banning people. But listen, it's up to you, man. I'm going to let you make that decision. It's just one click of a button for me, so not a huge deal. But anyway, I am glad that you're here. Oh, because he tried to get me to say the N-word on stream. There you go. Did you want to? I mean, you can, and I can just click it. It's up to you, man. Like, it doesn't bother me. It doesn't, like, change the stream or anything. It's just really more, like, a waste for you. But whatever, man. In regards to that, listen, I try to keep this a really positive community. I enjoy doing this. This is the community podcast. I said it earlier if you guys are just tuning in. I do this twice a week. I try to have just about a 2-hour conversation with everybody. We talk about whatever you want. Like I say, I've been out in the wild 3 times this year. Pretty sad. No, that's about the same for me. Like the only time I go is if I need groceries or something like that. But for the most part, I just stay home. It's easier that way, you know? Yeah. Oh, almost a pyramid. Yo, that was half a pyramid. Nice. Very nice. Unfortunately, he's too slow. It happens. But yeah, I try to get out there and do what I can. But I'm an introverted hermit naturally, so I'm coping better. See, I'm not. I am an extreme extrovert. So I like going out. I like doing things. I have my day, set for just getting out there, whatever it is. And so it's really hard for me to like stay cooped up. I have to buy new pajamas though. I'm going to be home for so long that have you guys even considered that? You guys should really consider that. I know we wait until wintertime to look at like new pajamas. Like I don't wear like pajamas to bed. I just mean like around the house, right? Something comfortable to wear. Because man, things are like selling out very quickly. So if you are gonna wait until like November and December till it's cold outside, and you're like, wow, I could go for another pair of fluffies. Trust me, get them now. Get them now because they're gonna sell out with the tariffs and everything else. I don't think that they're gonna be easy to find at all, at all. So yeah, I'm thinking about. See, normally when I'm in South Korea, I I get all my clothes there, but it's not working. It's not working. Here in the U.S., it's a little bit harder to go shopping like that. See, where in Korea, I just would go downtown and the market would be there, and I would just bring a fistful of money and just, here you go. I'll take those. You go home in like 20 minutes, you got a full, new wardrobe. Just boom, everything's done. I'm going to lurk. All right, Icon, please feel free. Don't worry. I know that you want to play, but you got to wait. You got to wait another hour. Sorry, my dude. We'll get better. We will get better. Let's see, what else? So, yeah, I would definitely get all your shopping. Listen, here's another tip for you guys that might be, if this even applies to you. If you celebrate Christmas and you are thinking like, wow, I'm going to get people presents this year, you should probably start doing that now. Things are so bad. Like, you can't buy motherboards for computers. You can't buy, what else is short? Motherboards, power supplies for computers. If you go to your local stores, you can go through the aisles. Like, none of that's being replenished. For me, I was going to buy some free weights for my sons so that way they could work out and just kind of hang out during this, kind of keep their mental health, there. And there's no free weights. I cannot go and purchase free weights right now at Walmart. They're completely sold out, and they're probably not going to fill them back in until next year. They're probably not going to fill most of the stuff until the tariffs are gone. My grandma most likely already has a pair ready for Christmas. She most likely has them for the next 3 years. See, now you're in a good shape because you can just make your own. Oh man, big brain move right there. You just make your own. Oh my God, why did I not think about this? Yes, that's the answer. I can finally I'm going to finally make myself those leather pajama pants that I've always wanted. Cardi B raps about them. She actually has leather pajamas. How insane is that? Would you wear? Hold on. Would you wear leather pajamas? Hey Gary, can you give me a poll up top, please? Leather pajamas, yes, no. That's it. Simple, straightforward poll. Can you guys tell me who would wear leather pajamas? I feel like that would be so uncomfortable. Like, why? Why would you do that? Why would you do that when you can buy an UGG blanket? Yeah, I've made my own night shorts. I figured so. Because it would be easy, right? You just go and buy the fabric that you want to feel, and then you just sew it together. And then put like an elastic band on top, and you're good to go. Oh, man, that's big brain moves right there. I like that. I like that very much. Hey, there's the BTTV emotes. Oh, it doesn't show up on the screen, though. You guys can't see that. You can see the command, but you can't see the emotes. Ooh, feels bad, man. Yeah, I made my own nice shorts. Up. All right. Please vote. I would like to know up top here. I'll read out the results so everybody. Oh, what? I'm shocked that there's even one yes to this. Is this even really? It's an even split right now. I have 2 votes for yes and 2 votes for nah. Why would you wear leather? It doesn't even breathe well. Have you slept in a leather jacket before? It's almost like being trapped inside of a car in Florida in midsummer. Leather is not breathable. There's no way you guys are, or maybe that's what you guys want. I guess if you're sleeping in like an igloo, then you'd want to trap that body heat. Oh man, that's a tough one. Maybe in Alaska, that is, oh, I mean, that has to be the worst feeling. 3 to yes and 2 to no. That's insane. I have 3 people that are out of their minds. Typical Gary not listening. I know. Oh, man. Hey, sometimes you win them, sometimes you don't, Mashi. I just wanted a simple four-word. It's fine. It's fine. It got the job done. It got the job done. We have a mentoring moment in the chat. I think Cardi B is full of shit. There's no way she's wearing leather pajamas. And then, all right, beside the fact, it's tacky. Can we at least agree that? Like, if I come to your house and say I'm the delivery guy, you know, I'm delivering pizza or something, and you open up the door wearing leather pajamas, I'm judging you. I'm going to judge you right then and there. I'm not going to tell you. I'm just going to process it internally and be like, yo, when I get back, I'm going to tell people, like, you guys won't believe this. Somebody was actually wearing leather pajamas. Oh my God. And then if I can get a picture of you wearing leather pajamas, I'm putting it on Reddit so I can get front page. Easy game. Let's see. She probably did. Just hold on. Just can't say she did. No, it's a lyric in her song. It's in the song Money. Oh, my neighbor's dog is here. Hold on. What's this? Oh. So my neighbor's dog, her name is Lucy. And I think she came over to say hi to Dorian. Because Dorian is at the door. And I just saw Lucy came up onto the porch. And I think she put her nose up against the glass. It probably scared Dorian a little bit. Anyway. Rich people shit? Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm never going to have any kind of leather pajamas for sure. Even if I liked them, I wouldn't because they'd be so expensive. Have you guys ever priced a leather jacket? Probably not because you don't drive an F-16 or an F-15 fighter jet. But if you did, they're super hot. And not like a Paris Hilton that's hot. Like, oh, snap. Like, I'm sweating. like that kind of hot. Yeah, you're crazy. If you're wearing leather, you're crazy. But I see some guys do it. Eddie Murphy did it on a comedy special. Hey, can I talk about Joe Rogan for a few minutes? Can I talk about a subject that I probably shouldn't? What happens when your favorite podcaster goes rogue? I have not been able to watch Joe Rogan in like 6 weeks. Ever since he started getting on this whole, you shouldn't have to wear a mask. I'm moving out of California because I don't want to pay my taxes for the Spotify deal. Even though California was a great launching pad for him to get that Spotify, he doesn't want to pay those taxes because, you know, it's absolutely insane. I have lost so much respect for him because of these opinions that he holds. And the thing is, every episode he always says, like, I'm an idiot. Why should you listen to me? Well, the biggest reason is because he broadcasts to like 10 million people every single time he opens his mouth. And it has an effect. I'm not mad at Joe or anything, but I'm struggling to connect with him on these opinions. And then the guests that he's having on, I feel are like not really good guests. but they are. There was a couple that I watched, but he kept on talking about how masks are ineffective, how he's going to move to Texas because they'll allow him to go to a restaurant. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not sure what happened to Joe Rogan over the last few months, but has anybody else noticed that? Does anybody else watch him? Has anybody seen this transition? I'm just curious. Wouldn't mind taking a crack at leatherworking. It just requires heftier tools. Oh no, I've seen leatherworking. That is a very like tool heavy thing. When your fave is problematic. Yeah, it's very problematic. And I'm not even like coming at it from like a lefty, but I mean, his health information is completely like out of whack. Like his science, his hearsay. I don't know. Like, I just feel like I'm missing Joe right now. And you know, maybe he always had these opinions and I didn't realize it, and that could be my fault. But have you guys ever experienced that? Like, do you guys, I don't know if anybody here actually like listens to podcasts on a regular basis. Do you guys have like that special somebody that you definitely are going to watch and then like they just go rogue like that? This is probably the biggest one for me. I'm so disappointed because I used to watch all of his stuff. Like if he had a 3-hour podcast today, I guaranteed I'm watching it in the living room all night. I'm watching his show all night long, and he could just talk to me. But I have not been able to watch a podcast in the last few months. I think either his politics or his information, I don't know what he's doing to get it. But like he had like Ben Shapiro on his show. Like I don't want to hear anything that Ben Shapiro has to say. He's a big problem. He's problematic. I don't watch Joe Rogan, but I thought he was a libertarian-ish person. If so, this seems in line. Yeah, I mean, I guess if that is the case, you know, like, I'm just disappointed that, you know, he's talking about how ineffective masks are, I understand libertarian from the tax view, but I also think that's a very sad position. I don't know if I've said this before, but I'm going to tell you how I feel about paying taxes. I feel like it should be a proud thing to pay your taxes. The community has helped you grow as a company or a person. You know, they've put roads down so you can get to work. They've put lines in the ground so you can get water, take a shower. They've done things to make your life easier. And your community, whether it's local, state, federal, country, whatever it is, says we need a little bit of money that you make so we can continue giving these services not only to you, but your neighbors, the next generation. We want to continue making this a better place. And here in the U.S., we have been trained, at least I have from a young age, that you should pay as little taxes as you can because the government doesn't know how to spend it. And while how they spend it is my business, and we do that through budgets and we vote as a community, and there's a larger voice there. I believe that paying my taxes is something that I should be proud of because it was my tax dollars that repaved my road last summer. It's my tax dollars that paid for the school to open, for different things to happen. And so I take the view that I should move so I could pay less taxes. You should live where you value living. And if you value a place that doesn't take tax money and put it into the community, if you don't value that, then go live somewhere that doesn't have a lot of taxes. You know, you get what you put in, essentially is what I'm saying. So I believe that Joe Rogan is really moving to Texas so he doesn't have to pay California the Spotify money. Which, by the way, his podcast goes exclusive to Spotify September 1st. Unfortunately, I won't be able to watch it anymore because I don't think it's going to be on YouTube. If it's not on YouTube, I won't watch it. So I won't go to Spotify. I don't use Spotify. I'm not interested in Spotify. But yeah, I think that it's sad that would be his reason. And I think he's using COVID and the restrictions to sell it. So I actually think he's being disingenuous about his reasons wanting to move or is moving to Texas. And two, I think it's easy to see through that he's making this charade so that way it's more reasonable when California sues him because he didn't pay those taxes to California. That's what's going to happen. I'm telling you, like 6 months or to a year from now, when he files his taxes, essentially, California is going to sue him if he moves to Texas and doesn't pay California their tax. And he'll argue that he left California before the contract with Spotify took place, therefore he doesn't have to pay California. But I'm predicting the future. This is a move to save about $30 million. But he could be a good human being. He could just pay California, stay in California where he has access to everybody in LA, and be a good person to his community. They've treated him pretty well. I've seen what he has. I would say give that back. So anyway, that's my tax speech. I think that's what's really at work with Joe Rogan. And I think maybe I think I may have just talked through why I feel the way I do. Maybe it's not what he's saying. It's the thought that's behind what he's saying that I'm upset with. Interesting. That is a very interesting. See, sometimes I need to sit down and just have this conversation with myself and kind of work backwards, work through something. And then I'm like, oh, that's why. I don't know if you guys do the same thing, but generally I like to just out loud think, you know what I mean? I'm pretty good at that, actually. If you give me enough time to sit and just contemplate something, I can pretty much like just weed out all the garbage and then get right down into it. Start listening to Vosh instead. I don't know who Vosh is. Who is Vosh? Hold on. We haven't even used a little chat today. Vosh. Oh, he does. No. Wait. Whoa. He does long content. Wait, how does he lean? Is he right leaning or left leaning? Wait. Whoa, hold on. I saw Ben Shapiro. Can't figure out a political compass 5 months ago. Oh, maybe I will like Vosh. I think I just answered my own question. Let's see. For now, what seems to be yelling at reactionaries and fascists. Oh, this might be right up my alley. Hey, can I show you guys? Hold on, I got to change the browser, though. No, I don't. It actually worked. So let me drag it over to this monitor. So actually, this is Vosh, just so everybody knows. He's a debater. Master debater. Let me see. Usually wake up and drink my coffee to him ripping people. Good stuff. Let's see. He's a debater. Yeah. Lefty. Yes. Fellow lefties. I'm actually pretty progressive, but not like so progressive to call myself a feminist. Not to that degree. Like I haven't like completely transitioned, over to fully like psycho lefty. Like I still like the Second Amendment. I still like different things. Nilo's here. What's up, dude? Welcome to the podcast here. So it's just one of those things where I try to manage my political spectrum because I still believe in a lot of things that maybe not every lefty agrees with. I don't know. I'm not that taboo or anything, but just something. I'll have to check them out. Vosh, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm almost misinterest, but I'm working on it. Yeah, well, listen, it's always a work in progress, right? Like 5 or 10 minutes if you're still having tea. Hey, sounds good, man. I'll see you when you get here. Yeah, I'll be having tea for probably another 30 minutes. But I'm actually going to have tea all day. I'm just only going to do this probably for about 30 minutes with more tea. But yeah, Vosh. I'm always looking for somebody that's interesting, that actually has a good point. And the fact that he's video is super cool as well. I like that. I like that a lot, actually. I think finding somebody that shares the way I think, like TYT, the Young Turks. Sometimes you see me wear the shirt, Young Turks. They are left fringe. Like they're left where I'm left, but they're just a hair further. So sometimes I find myself saying, "Ooh, maybe not that one. Maybe we can't come to agreement." He does call-ins too. That's actually really cool. Man, I'd love to do call-ins on this. That'd be awesome. But not yet. Not yet. That'd be super cool. Could you imagine if I had you guys call in? That'd be kind of crazy. I would have to vet call-ins before. Like, I think I'd have to do it through like Discord, and then I would give people the tag of call-in, and that will be like call-in approved. So that way I can just run the voice channel, and then like one person can pop in at a time. Hey, that would actually be an interesting thing. I don't know if anybody would want to do a call-in, but I'd also worry about like being trolled and everything else with call-ins. So I'm not sure. Maybe we'll do like a call-in special. We'll try it out one day. Maybe when I get to like episode 50 of this show, I'll do like a call-in thing. That would be actually not a bad idea. Oh, I'm trying to get comfortable in this chair. I'm like dancing in it today. Yeah, he does call-ins. I'm going to check it out. He's got 208,000 subscribers, so clearly he has something going on. I like it. This is a big problem with today's media online. Is there's so much of it that it's almost impossible for anybody to really consume a broad spectrum of it and be able to give you like a reasonable like, hey, this is who you should watch. Because generally most people probably watch like 5 people. Like you might have you might subscribe to like 500 people, but on any given day you probably watch 5 people. That's it. That's the entirety of your scope of opinions to put in you. I mean, think about it. Most people only go to 5 websites, believe it or not. Yeah, it's a pretty limited experience. That's why most people just shop on Amazon. They don't want to go to all the other websites. You know, that's why most people just go to like Google, they type in what they want, and then boom, they're in. Yeah, people want less like gallivanting around the internet as possible. They just want it to be concise. This is my feed. This is what we do. And yeah. Yo, Nicholas, what's up, dude? Welcome to the podcast. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Nice to see everybody this morning. We're going to be playing marbles after this. I hope you guys will stick around. We'll be doing that in about 30 minutes or so. But yeah, I'll have to find... I'm going to check this out tonight, though. Thank you very much. Vosh it is. Vosh it is. If you guys have any other recommendations, please feel free. I'm going to go ahead and subscribe to them so I can remember this. There we go. There we go. Subbing on YouTube. How could you not like that? Wait, am I subbed? Oh, I'm subbed as unjacked. God, maybe I need to start using my unjacked account. I don't know. That's a tough one. That is actually a tough one. Having multiple accounts and not knowing which one you want to use. I have at least 15 websites for PoE. Yes, in that rare case, but they're all for one purpose. Trust me, I have all those websites too. And they're all bookmarked, but they're only for one purpose. And it's only when I'm playing PoE. But like typically, I don't use all those websites. Not typically. Hey, Daniel's here. What's up, Daniel? Good morning. Nice to have you. Yeah, it's like if you are really, really honest with yourself, like even if it's not 5, even if it's 15 or 20, I mean, if you really think on a day-to-day basis, how many different websites you use, how many different places you shop at, like your variation is probably a lot smaller than you realize. You probably are like, I only go buy cigarettes at this one store. I only put gas in my car at this one station. I only go grocery shopping at this one store. Like, if you start thinking about how little you probably vary your day-to-day routine, you'd see that you're just an animal that is just going through the flow. You are just cruising through, and you're thinking about that. You're like, he's kind of right. You're thinking that right now. You're like, yeah, I guess I only do get groceries at Walmart. Huh. Yeah, I never go to that Shell station. I only get it at Mobile. Yeah, you are. If you're watching this right now, you're thinking like, yeah, I have these set things and that's it. That's all I do. Like, not every day's an adventure. I guarantee you don't switch your grocery store, on a weekly basis. Sometimes you're shopping at Piggly Wiggly. Sometimes you're at Winn-Dixie. Sometimes you're at Kroger. Sometimes you're at Walmart. Yeah, right. Most people, I don't think so. I don't think so. So yeah, it's nice to get opinions from other people, because I don't have all the time in the world. Neither do you. So I'm able to share some of my thoughts. You share it back with me, and we all benefit from that. It's kind of interesting. Well, I can only shop at one store because I don't have a car, and it takes me 1.5 hours to get on a bike. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying like you necessarily do it, on purpose. Like, we don't even think about it, how routine our lives. So I never really thought about, when I was in the Air Force, every single year you had to have an anti-terrorism briefing. So it was a briefing, and then you'd have to do computer-based training, or CBTs, and they would run you through scenarios on how to protect yourself in a foreign land. So varying your route, like going different ways. If you're like walking to work or whatever, you would take 3 or 4 different ways and change up how you go. So nobody could necessarily track you and time you and figure out like, okay, this guy at 9:30 stops in to get a bagel and a coffee at this place. Then he walks over here and then he goes to work there. He's home at 4 o'clock. Like, if you start realizing, people can start tracking you. People will be like, oh, this guy, he has a routine. And then they start planning, how to steal things from your house, or, when to kill you, or whatever it is that they do that's really bad. So I always think like that stuff has never left my house. I try to vary up everything that I do. I never shop at Walmart because we don't have that here in the Netherlands. Well, you're pretty lucky, friend. You're pretty lucky because they usually ruin a community. I only shop at that one grocery store because that's the only one in town. Yeah, see, exactly. We have one, and the entire town shops there. They never go out of their way. But me and my wife, we started going to a new grocery store about 20 minutes away. You know what? Hardly anybody's even there, and it's beautiful. It's called Hannaford. Hannaford is a kind of a unique store. I don't know what to compare it to from the South. I haven't been in a Southern grocery store in a while. But if another store was closer, I would change. Really? Do you live on a farm or some random farm? He actually lives in a cave underneath another cave out in the middle of nowhere. He doesn't even get good reception. His cell phone is still looking for bars. Oh, man. I live in a smaller city next to a big one. Feels bad, man. We have basically 3 main supermarket chains, and we mostly go to 2 of them. See, that's not too bad. That if you alternate or whatever, that's pretty good. What state you live in? I live in New Hampshire. So I am like 3 hours from the Canadian border, and I'm like 20 minutes from the Atlantic Ocean. It's pretty cool. I actually really enjoy living here. My wife hates it, though. It's too cold for her. She wants to go live where it's 80 degrees year round. So I told her, I said, listen, if I ever make it really, really big, I will take all that money and we'll move to Maui. We'll go out in the Pacific. We'll take our chances with hurricanes. I'll build a dome house so hurricanes just go right over it. That's the plan. I'm in countryside-ish, and we have loads of superstores. See, I've never spent any time in the UK, so I have no idea like what the makeup is or anything. All my experiences are in South Korea and the Philippines mostly. I don't have a lot of Europe kind of like information at my fingertips. So I only I guess I envision how you guys describe where you live in my head, and I don't even know if it's accurate. Mashi, I assume, lives in a hovel somewhere close to a convenience store, and no, like I don't know. He probably lives in like a similar. No, actually, he probably doesn't live in a similar area that I live in. Like, I don't know. I have no idea what your living situations are. I want to experience them, maybe. I don't know. I kind of live in the countryside, so I live in the suburbs. Like each neighbor on each side of my house, there's at least 200 to 300 feet between each house. And on my entire road, there's 4 houses. On the entire development, the development is like 20 acres of land. And there's 7 houses on 20 acres of land. 7 single family houses. So, it's kind of like suburbs, I guess. Suburbia is where I live. I live in a kind of suburb. We're 5 kilometers away from the shopping center. So it's probably same like mine. Like I'm about 5 kilometers away to the nearest store. We don't have suburbs? Oh, man, you're missing out. This is what's up, man. Getting yourself a nice white picket fence and a house and 2.5 kids. The American dream, dude. Suburbs. Suburbia. Living it at its finest. I live 10 minutes away from a small town with grocery stores and like 20, 30 minutes away from the bigger town. Yeah, so that's kind of where I'm at. Like 7 minutes in a car, I'm at the little town. But if I go the other way, 20 minutes, I'm at the big town. Let me see. Like in my town, there's only 10,000 people. That's, kids, it's everybody. 10,000 in my town. My town is huge. I don't know how much like land it is, but I know we at least have 4 lakes in my town. So it's a lot of land, but not a lot of people. Yeah, grocery store. So I mean, it's nice to just be a few minutes away, but I do kind of miss living like straight downtown in the city, where you come out your apartment and then like McDonald's is there, like the bar is right there, like everything is right there, shopping, all of it. Like that's what I miss. I was always like 2 minutes away from like the heart of the city for like the last 20 years. I miss that a little bit. But it's kind of like it, yeah, probably pretty close. On my road, there's 400 houses. Holy crap, not on my road. Yeah, 2.5 kids, dude. You got to choose which one. Sorry, man, you only get half. I live in the country. Nice. I mean, I used to. When I lived in North Carolina, I lived in the country. I actually, like, not suburbia, like actual country. How? You don't want to know, dude. You do not want to know. Say goodbye to little Johnny. You can have the legs or you can have the upper half. It's up to you. It's a small town with probably a few hundred people, a school, 2 pizzerias, gym hall, and 1 store. It's actually kind of quaint, to be honest. I wonder what it would be like to live in a place like that. I honestly can't even fathom what that would be like. I live on 24 acres. There's 4 houses for the family, my partner's parents, 2 sisters. I told you guys what I want to do, right? So like next year, I'm thinking about taking my savings and going and buying like 20 to 30 acres in Maine. And then divide it in 6 ways. I'll have the main family house, and then each one of my kids can have like 5 to 6 acres and build a house on it. That would be so amazing. 24 acres. That's got to be amazing just to have that much land. I have 2.5 acres for my house. And then my neighbor actually has the biggest plot of the entire like thing, and it's 5 acres. But it's mostly woods. Like most of this is untouched woods. My town is pretty small. My class in my senior year was only 34 people. Yeah, I mean, my graduating class was 83 people. That was it. 83 people. We started freshman year with 151 people. And we ended up with 83. That's how many. I was the class president, actually. That's how small it was. Not only was I class clown, but I was also the class president. bungalows though of so all elderly people. Oh, man, they always stink like mothballs, right? Like I'm wondering what age I'm gonna start smelling like mothballs. Like I don't know when it transitions. Is it somewhere like 58, 59? What's a class president? I was just the guy that like handled fundraisers. I went to like all the meetings with like the principal and stuff like that to kind of say this is what the students would like to have addressed, just like that. Do it in Texas. Lots of land. I cannot live in Texas. I can't do it. I love New England. There's only three places that I would want to move if I had to leave today, and I only have three places: Maui in Hawaii. I love that place. Albuquerque, New Mexico, and Seattle, Washington. Those are the only three places in the U.S. that I would want to live. Whoops, a bit off on the population. Oh, is it a little bit more? Is that you missed it? You said 300. Maybe you already smell like mothballs. Oh, maybe I am mid-transition. Dude, could you imagine? Mid-transition, you don't even notice it. Like there's a mothball in your pocket. You're like, oh, how'd that get there? Like, nah, dude. Old people grow them in their pockets. That's why they smell like that. I'm going to have to check my pockets, dude. Wow, I never even considered this. Leader of the class, he was dominant. Yes, I dominated as many as I could. About 700 people, separate shopping center that's smaller than the main room. Oh, that's actually kind of small. That was really small. Like I said, there's 10,000 people in my town. My side of the family is thinking of doing the same as well. My grandparents are going to be making their way into the 70s. I think that Tennessee is pretty. I like Tennessee. I haven't spent like a substantial amount of time in Tennessee, but I know they got the mountains there, and it's really pretty. I have some friends that retired in Tennessee. They love it. They absolutely love it. It's actually bigger than I expected. 6,000 people. All right, so my town is slightly bigger than yours. It's not about size, though. I don't even care about that. Hold on. Oh, that scared me. That actually scared me. So I heard the glass door. The normal front doors have screens or whatever. Well, we have a glass door on ours, and it started rattling like somebody was pulling on it, like they were going to open it. And I looked over, and Dorian had his little paws. There's a fly buzzing around him, and he's slamming his paws trying to kill it. Jesus, it'll make me pee myself. Man. All right, where was it? The city next to me has 86,000. I actually don't know. Hold on. Let me look up. The town next to me is, let me see, Rochester, New Hampshire population. What is let me see, 31,000 is the town next to me. They're huge. Wait, is that, hold on. Let me see what the bigger town is 40 minutes away. 112,000 is the big city in New Hampshire. And then the other city around me, 20 minutes the other way, is 31,000. So yeah, the two big cities next to me are about 30,000 each. That's pretty crazy. But I have to drive 40 minutes to the really big city to get to 112,000. But the municipality, there's 117,000 people. That's a lot of people. Wow, that's a lot of people. Look at these. Wow. Yeah, so you guys are probably in similar situations. There's 205,000 people in your city. That's pretty cool. It's 3,000 small towns. Yeah, most of you guys are actually from pretty small towns. So you guys probably have similar situations to what I have. There's also another town close that has 10,000. Nice. Yeah, so we're all kind of in the same situation. The U.S. is just huge. Like, it takes 5 hours or 6 hours, I think, to go from the coast of Maine to the coast of California. It's something like 5.5 to 6 hours. That's flying at 500 miles per hour, too. So the U.S. is huge. A lot of people have no real comprehension on how big the U.S. is. The 30-minute big town next to me has almost 1 million. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Florida has some really big towns. Like the population in Panama City has probably changed dramatic since Hurricane Michael. I think a lot of people probably moved out, but that city was huge too. I bet you there was 1 million people in there. Oh, now I'm actually kind of curious. Panama City, Florida population. Wow, Panama City, Florida only has 36,000 people. Oh, that sounds not big at all. Interesting. Okay, I did not know that. We're having discovery sessions right now. Is it part of the, which is pretty much a big city? They don't call it like that. Yeah, I live in a town. I don't live in a city. I don't know what the population like cutoff is that goes from town to city, but yeah, that's how long it takes to get out of Texas driving from Central Texas to Arkansas. Yeah, I remember it was an 8-hour drive from San Antonio, Texas to Wichita Falls, Texas. They put us on a bus after we graduated basic training. We had our green duffel bag. We had to go out onto the bus at like 4 a.m. And they drove us 8 hours north to our training location where I lived for another 2 months. And yeah, that was an 8-hour drive. Texas is huge. I live in between Manchester and Liverpool. They're our biggest town, and they're tiny compared to you. That's crazy, really? I don't know what it would be like to be in a town that is that small. City's around 15,000, so we're probably just on the verge of becoming a city. Maybe in a couple more years. You went to KFC, but it was a really bad experience. Orlando's a crazy town. I actually drove through Orlando last summer because I have family on each side of Florida, and to get to their house, you have to drive through Orlando. So I always drive by Disney World, but I would never take my kids to go to Disney World. I don't love them enough. I mean, I'm trying, but I can't take them there. Fortunately, I disagree with Disney policies. I'm kidding about not loving them. I spoil my kids rotten. My kids are by far probably some of the most spoiled ones you'll find. Not like they're not out of control or anything. Like they're very well mannered. They're polite. They appreciate things. Man, but KFC, dude. Yeah, you're always going to have a really bad experience at KFC unless you go to a buffet. If you can find a KFC buffet, you should always attend that. That is a really good thing. It's weird because back in the day, my municipality sold its city rights to a town because they needed money. Damn. That's weird. What's included in that, I wonder? When you sell city rights to a town, what's that? We got inside KFC and leave immediately because it smelled very bad with cleaning chemicals. Oh, yeah, dude. I think, I don't want to start a conspiracy theory or anything, but I think KFC actually fries their chicken in Clorox bleach. You'd have to double check me on that. It's just allegedly. No, they probably just had like a huge cleaning session when you were there, and you probably walked in at the wrong time. I love KFC. Second favorite takeaway after Chippy. I've never had Chippy. I like KFC. If you take me to the KFC buffet, I will have like 8 like pieces of chicken doused in like hot sauce. I will tear up all their buffet. Oh my God, I will tear it up. Oh, UPS man here. Hold on. Is he coming here? Nope. He doesn't love me today. No UPS today. A Chippy is a top tier with a cheeky... Hold on. I'm going to look this up. Sir. All right, let's take a look at this together. Is this a Chippy? We call this surf and turf or chips, fish and chips. And let me tell you, I will tear one of these platters up. This is the only way I will eat fish. If you gave me something like this, I love tartar sauce too because I love pickles. And I like making my own tartar sauce. My dad taught me when I was a kid because, well, we didn't have enough money to go buy tartar sauce. But we had one pickle and we had mayonnaise, so he taught me how to make my own my own tartar sauce. And yeah, this right here, this will get me to like you. If I come and see you and you're like, hey, we should go out for fish and chips, or hey, let's go get a chippy, I'll be like, I like you, man. Let's go. So yeah, good call, dude. I like that. Yeah, Britain does it the best. I would hope so. Everybody talks about fish and chips over there, and I would actually love to experience that. We could hang out with this for sure. I like fried fish, battered. Oh man, Captain D's fish plate is a banger. No, I know. I worked 200 feet from a Captain D's. I actually did. I would have this all the time. I would go down there and either get the chicken plate or get the fish plate, depending on how I felt for the day. And I would just, I'd feel so gross because of the amount of fried food that I ate afterwards. But in my heart, I knew that I did the right thing. Nando's is good too. You don't have it though, do you? Let's look that up. Nando's. Oh, wait. Is it a restaurant? I'm sorry. I thought it was a food. This is what comes up for a Nando. No. This looks amazing, dude. That actually looks amazing. You know what else is good? Kenny Rogers. Kenny Rogers actually has a rotisserie restaurant in the Philippines, and it is out of this world. It is so good. I will spoil my entire wife's side of the family and take them all to Kenny Rogers. Yeah, no, that's good stuff, man. British season just came out in my favorite racing game. Oh, I love almost every car. Are they all midgets? I don't mean to that's not offensive. I'm not calling somebody that. The name of the car is a midget. Wait, do they still make those? Oh God, I actually don't know. Hold on. Midget car. My stepfather had one. He loved it. This is what I mean. Before anybody gets their pitchfork out, because I'm being insensitive. These are midgets right here. My stepfather had one when I was a kid. It was the biggest piece of shit I've ever seen. Why people would even bother collecting these, I don't even know. Other than self-identify that you know how to waste your money on garbage. That's the only reason why I'd have one of these. I don't care what people say about Golden Corral. I like it. I just found out that there's a Golden Corral in the largest city in my state. I don't think they're open right now, and I wouldn't go even if they were open. If you told me that you're going to take me to the Golden Corral, I will love you like a puppy loves its owner. Just show me where the mashed potatoes are and the pot roast. I'll eat 4 pounds of it myself. You can roll me out of the Golden Corral. Their buns, don't even get me started. Eros. I love Golden Corral. Golden Corral is top tier. Absolutely pinnacle of buffets. Oh, man, do not tease me with a good time. Yeah, it's restaurant top tier. When I go to the UK, I'm going to try Nando's. That sounds amazing. Best British car, hands down, the Reliant Robin. Is that true? I feel like this is not true. There's not one car from the UK. Okay, well, I'm really glad I actually looked it up. What do you say about it? This is like driving a bird's beak. Sir, I found your car. It was in my Dr. Seuss book. Hey, have you ever driven a 2-cylinder car? Now's a great opportunity. Keys are in it. Oh, Jesus, dude. I had no idea what I was going to pull up when I saw that. When I saw what you typed. All right, I'm sorry. I won't go too hard in those jokes. All right, let's see. Oh, McLaren would be badass. Let's see. No, McLarens and Aston Martins are okay. Yeah, but those are like really high. I would actually drive those, but like they're normal cars, like Range Rovers and stuff like that. So gross. Australia too. I don't like Subarus. They don't look good. I'm sure they run forever, but man, you're not picking anybody up in those except kids, like your own kids. You can be a soccer mom or like a Mr. Jesus, dude. That is unbelievable. Let's see. No, it's modern cars. Only cars I don't like are the Bentleys they introduced. Oh, I haven't seen those. My ex had one of those type of cars. Oh, well, I'm glad he's an ex. Clearly, he had bad taste in vehicles. You should never date somebody with bad taste in vehicles. He was going to fix it up and resell it. All right, if it's a project, but they always say that it's a project. That's the problem with these guys. They hide behind the word project. I never trust them. I never trust them. Scuffed. Oh, my God. See, I bought it up nice. Even blocked the spirit. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Getting that scuffed pyramid out of here. Yaks, what's up, dude? Let's say I pray for Golden Corral during these times. I know they probably aren't doing well without my dollars. No, trust me. Like, if I was in the South, I might be like 300 pounds because of Golden Corral. I actually have enough Golden Corral money. Like, that's an issue. I shouldn't have as much Golden Corral money as I do. What's the topic of the day? Right now, we're just like kind of finishing it out, and we were looking at cars just a minute ago. That car is amazing. Yeah, that car is so amazing. Because you skipped my message. Sorry, man. Did I skip it? Hey, hold on. I think the best place with gold. No, I saw that. Let me see. Did I miss any? Wait, did I miss another one? I brought it up. Yeah, no, you brought it up. I know. Sorry. I saw Eros's message first, but yes, I saw that you put it up there. I'll give it to you, man. Bro, that car looking like a banana. Yeah, it does. It does. Hi, can I make a phone call with this? Yo, Blue, what's up, dude? I saw Top Gear episode about the Reliant Robin and Jeremy Clarkson. Yeah, I don't really like him very much. Had to ask people to put the car back on its wheels all the time because it fell over. Come on. No. Did it really? That would be crazy. You know what's even worse? The tricycles. Like the big boy motorcycles that are on three wheels. Those are weird to me. Those are like people who are like, yeah, I kind of like motorcycling, but I really can't do it. But I'm going to do it anyway kind of thing, you know? Always Reliant Robins are Reno for rolling over if you have time. Watch. All right, I will check it out because I do find this kind of interesting. I would like to laugh. I like old Top Gear, yeah, but I just after the Tesla one, I just feel like they're so because of what they did with Tesla, I could never appreciate the content again. Like if all their stuff was like legit and on its way up, like I'd be cool with it, but it's not. It's never the case. They're all legends. The new ones are trash. Interesting. I'm gonna take a look. I will take a look at some of these videos later. I think I could have a pretty good laugh with it. I need to practice blocking pyramids. There you go. Got nothing. So I got away with a day with no classes, dude. Don't get too comfortable with that. They're gonna get you into class. Oh my God, the trikes. Yeah, we have so many old guys that can no longer ride two-wheeled motorcycles here, so they all have trikes. It is so weird, absolutely weird. You know, everybody growing up had four-wheelers, but you always had that one friend. It was only one that had a three-wheeler. Like, you know, didn't have enough respect to just go with two wheels or four wheels. He had to go with three and be the odd one out. It's only one. Rarely do you ever find two people that have three-wheelers. You know why? Because it's too embarrassing when you clump them together. One is fine. Two or more is absolutely shameful. If I've been typing with one hand, sir? I don't think you're supposed to type that. They made a new video about Tesla in which they corrected their wrong. No, but their wrong was so egregious. Like, they already wrote the script that the Tesla was a giant failure. Before they even shot it, they already had the ending. A 5-wheel car? I don't think you can get that to work. I could be wrong, though. Maybe you could. And doing something else with the other one. Big. I'm supporting my head with the other. Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure you are, sir. For about, what, 10 minutes? Oh, ever been into a Filipino-style trike? Yeah, all the time, dude. Ever been, dude? I had my own personal trike driver in the Philippines. I had several trike drivers. The guy that used to bring me my gas, the guy that used to bring my rice, my water. Like, yeah, dude, I'm always on a trike. Yo, this is how you do it in the Philippines, just so everybody knows. If here, I don't want it to be too loud, but this is how you call a trike. Trike, just like that. That's how you do it. You just scream trike, and then you hear boom, 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 and off it goes, and they come pick you up, and then you give them about 50 cents to take you to McDonald's, and then you give them 50 cents to bring you home, and you're good to go. Imagine a 2-wheel thick tire car. It would be embarrassing. I would never drive that. If by head you mean a tip. Damn. A tuk-tuk. Now, I've actually, I've rode in tuk-tuks in Thailand, for sure. I've taken them all over the place. That and bot trucks and stuff like that. I guess I know how immature you are. Now you do. If you didn't know before, you know for sure now. Tyler and I had amazing conversations at Gremlin stream. I can only imagine. How terrible they are. Man, I've been missing her stream. I just haven't had much time after this stream to go over and see hers. Anyway, we need to wrap this up. Guys, this is number 13 in the bag. Maybe it was a slow start, but I think we nailed it in the end. I'm 15. I'm not supposed to be an adult. You needed to start adulting, sir. Or you just hold your hand out like some budget policeman. Yeah, you can do that. I call those crocodiles. But again, I don't know. Yeah, see, look, don't expect much from me either. Hey, listen, guys. This is how it works. If you're watching this on YouTube later and you're not watching it live, first of all, I'd like to thank you for taking some time and watching this and getting this far. Hope you check out some more content in the future. What we're going to do, since I'm doing this live on Twitch, we now take a pause. I bring the stream down. I take about 10 minutes to kind of organize my thoughts, kind of reset myself. And then I'm going to bring up Marbles on stream. And we're going to play together Marbles on stream for the next 3 hours or so. It's Friday. I'm super excited to play and hang out with you guys. This was number 13. I feel like it's another one. It's another slammer right there. But thank you so much. I hope that you guys will hang out for future. Follow for more content if you want to know when I go live. Sub when you want to see new podcast videos being uploaded to YouTube. But until then, I'm going over to Marbles. Thank you so much. I appreciate it, guys. Hang on for like 10 minutes. If you're here right now, I'm going to bring this down in 3 to 5 minutes. You'll see the title change. I will go live. I'll take another few minutes to kind of organize while you guys load in, and then we'll get started. So thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I appreciate it. As always, I'll see you next week for the next podcast, next Tuesday. All right, guys, I'll see you soon.